It's the year 79 AD. The people in the Roman town of Pompeii are going about their business. Shoppers out in the streets pick up their daily supplies. At home, people prepare for their day ahead. Slaves work away in the city's food industry. The bars are noisy and bustling, and gladiators are preparing for battle. But this day would change these people's lives forever. High above the city looms Mount Vesuvius, one of the most dangerous volcanoes on Earth. Few realize that for many of them, they have just one day left to live. A glowing cloud of volcanic gas and debris begins to roll down the slopes of Mount Vesuvius.
Smoke, ash, debris started to fall on Pompeii. They probably had no idea exactly what was happening. As the day progressed, more and more debris fell, and so this blocked doorways, walls collapsed, roofs collapsed, and so people got stuck in their homes, died that way. There were 6 surges of hot gas that flowed down and instantly killed with the heat whoever was left.
It took just 18 hours for Pompeii to be buried under millions of tons of volcanic ash and pumice. An entire living city wiped out. Thousands of its people buried alive. The superheated air burns their lungs and melts their muscles. Their twisted and contorted bodies were quickly buried in ash. When they finally decomposed, their bodies left voids in the ground.
After the decomposition of the body, when the internal organs disappear, they keep this empty space, they form just still the bones, because the bones are very resistant to the decomposition.
Long ago, archaeologists realized that if they filled these voids with plaster, the body's shapes could be revealed. The casts they made have captivated the world.
Pompeii is unique in showing the emotions of people in their death throes and giving us a real human element that we don't get anywhere else. And I think that's what makes people fascinated by Pompeii. And we see them right in the context of their living spaces as they're hiding, or they're trying to leave, or they're rescuing their children.
But many mysteries remain about exactly how these people died. A team of scientists is now studying 15 bodies that were found together in the east of the city. So who were they? And what were their final moments like? Science may finally be on the cusp of solving this 2,000-year-old puzzle. To do so, they're scanning the casts in more detail than ever before, taking high-resolution photographs and then X-rays of their bones locked inside. One cast is particularly well preserved.
We know that he was between 25, 30 years old.
This young man also had a military sword, which leads Lawrence to think he was a soldier. But he's hoping to find out much more. The well-preserved sections of the cast are copied and then filled into other sections that are less detailed. The result is an image that is moving and strikingly lifelike, of the young soldier who was buried 2,000 years ago.
When we see the face, we understand a lot of things immediately. The nose, the mouth, everything was people that from the south of Italy or the north of Africa. You give the human aspect, you will feel like that you are living the last moments of these people.
Lawrence has figured out what the man looked like, his occupation and age. But unfortunately, the bigger mysteries remain. What were his and the other victims' final moments like? What was Pompeii really like on the day it was covered in ash? Centuries of exposure to the elements mean that this city is also coming under threat from potential landslides. One major landslide could bury the delicate buildings of Pompeii before all her secrets are revealed.
These walls, they were never meant to withstand all that they've been through. So we need to find new ways and new ideas for preserving those architectures. They will fall down.
But the deadliest danger still waits on the horizon.
The threat of Mount Vesuvius is a very real threat. Although we stand here in the shadow of the mountain trying to figure out what happened on that day, we're all really worried that we'll actually be here the next time it erupts.